How much walking to get under 10% body fat? In my 6 years of dieting and fat loss, cardio ranks as one of my most important tools for losing weight. Comparing my 2020 transformation from June to September, there was one piece of cardio I incorporated. It made getting to 10% body fat so much easier. And in my opinion, there isn't a simpler and more powerful tool. If you want to burn more calories and lose fat faster without even breaking a sweat, then you've come to the right place. All you're going to do is something that you've been doing every day since you were 9 to 12 months old, and that you'll do for the rest of your life. Of course, it's no high-intensity interval training, but this form of cardio needs more attention than it gets. Low-intensity steady-state cardio. Walking doesn't seem to qualify as cardio because, well, it's easy. And when it comes to exercise, easy is usually equated with worthless. Yes, some of the best results generally come from strenuous activities like heavy weightlifting and high-intensity interval training, but that doesn't mean that there's no place for low-intensity exercise like walking. High-intensity interval training and low-intensity steady-state cardio are great tools for fat loss. However, if you don't have a balanced diet with the right amount of fats, carbohydrates, and preferably a high-protein diet, all the efforts with the walking and the gym that you're doing can be cancelled out. And speaking of high protein, I highly recommend you give the peanut butter puffs and the chocolate caramel from EHP Labs a try. It helps you hit your protein target, and I have it every single day with my oats. It feels like a dessert. It's the first link in the description, and using the discount code DIAMONDS10 will save you some money, and that also supports me. Let's move on. What does the science say? Let me make my case. A study conducted by the scientists at California State University with college men and women found that subjects that ran a 10-minute mile burned 190 calories. Subjects that walked a 19-minute mile burned fewer calories, of course, but it's not as few as you may think, about 111 calories. With that being said, if you walked for an hour, you'd burn just under 350 calories. And if they did that 3 times per week, you'd burn over 1,000 calories additional, and an extra 4,000 calories a month, which is theoretically more than an extra pound of fat per month. And hey, if you find this video helpful, do me a favor. I work my ass off in these videos, and it only takes a second. For the YouTube algorithm, gently bless the like button. If you're new, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Let's calculate how much walking you should be doing to get under 10% body fat. A 2011 study showed that roughly 30 minutes of walking a day results in 8,000 steps. Here, I have to disagree. I've been walking consistently for the past 2 years, and a 30-minute walk is normally at maximum 4,000 steps. To answer the question, how much walking you should be doing to get to 10% body fat, the answer is it depends. But I'm going to show you exactly how you should calculate how many steps you should be taking. So let's say hypothetically, on your fitness tracker, your Apple Watch, or your phone, it tracks your steps. Have a look at how many steps on average you do in a week every single day. Let's say hypothetically you're doing 6,000 steps. Now that is maintaining your weight. You're not losing weight, you're not gaining weight. I'll advise add 1,000 steps to that. And 1,000 steps extra can burn between 40 and 60 calories on average. Let's use that 60 calories as the upper limit. That is in a total week of adding an extra 1,000 steps a day, 420 calories, and in a month, 1,680 calories. That's almost half a pound of extra fat that you're burning from only walking an extra 1,000 steps. Monitor what your weight is doing on a day-to-day basis. See if you're getting leaner. And if you want to have more progress, increase it by another 1,000 steps, and that can almost be an extra pound of fat that you're burning per month. So what I personally do, I always start at 6,000 steps when I'm very sedentary. For me, I'll add it to 7,000 and I'll see progress. And if I want to continuously see progress, the next week I'll gradually increase it by another 1,000, or I'll wait for 2 weeks. And that's exactly how you should go about it. Keep on adding that gradual 1,000 steps each and every single week. It will improve your fitness, and at the same time, you'll see that body fat come down. Granted, you have your diet in check, but let's move on. Walking may not burn many calories, but the calories it does burn comes primarily from fat stores. In another study by the University of Texas, its medical branch, It found that branch peripheral lipolysis was maximally stimulated at the lowest exercise intensity, and fatty acid release into plasma decreased with increasing exercise intensity. You see, you burn both fat and carbs when you exercise, and the proportions vary with the intensity. As the intensity increases, so does the reliance upon muscle glycogen for energy over fat stores. This is why a very low intensity activity like walking taps mainly into fat stores for energy, whereas high intensity exercise pulls much more heavily from carbohydrates, more to say your glycogen stores. And this is also why some people think that low intensity steady state cardio is best for losing weight, especially from fat. When it comes to shredding fat, every calorie burned helps, so even relatively small amounts of walking will help you reach your goals faster. That being said, how to incorporate LISS to maximize its effect? On the screen is my entire cardio regimen I did through my 13-week prep. If you're only starting your fat loss journey, I highly recommend you begin with steady state cardio to develop endurance and consistency that is paramount for fat loss. Moreover, steady state cardio is much better for adherence. It's simply unsustainable to sprint every day due to fatigue and wear and tear on your joints. Through my competition prep and even in my lean bulk, I incorporated light intensity steady state cardio in two forms: informal and formal cardio. Informal cardio included accumulating a number of steps per day, tracking this on my phone or smartwatch. I would walk between 8,000 to 13,000 steps and even sometimes 20,000. I would start at 8,000 steps in my first week and then gradually increase it, further increasing the total calories burnt and especially that from fat. My formal cardio would be done in the gym on a treadmill in the form of low intensity steady state cardio. Between 3 to 4 sessions a week, I would start at 20 minutes per session in my first week, and setting my treadmill at a maximum incline, which is typically 15%, I would walk at a pace of 6 kilometers per hour and keep it consistent. This would elevate my heart rate to over 140 beats per minute and maintain my VO2 max at 65%. Research shows that this elicited maximal amount of fat usage. Monitor your weight and see what your average rate of weight loss is that week. To accelerate your weight loss, keep everything the same and just add an extra 1,000 steps to a total of 9,000 daily steps, for example. Increase this weekly or even bi-weekly and you'll see amazing results. Throughout the week, I would alternate my formal cardio sessions between high-intensity interval training and low-intensity steady-state cardio to allow my cardio to be more sustainable. So to reiterate, take every day between 8,000 and 20,000 steps. Normally, I would smash these out walking my dog Blue or walking on the beach, and then my formal cardio done at the gym after finishing a workout. Another comment or question I get is about fasted cardio, and if you've ever looked for advice on how to lose fat faster, especially hip, belly and thigh fat, you've probably read about exercising on an empty stomach. Well, exercising when your stomach feels empty won't necessarily help you lose fat faster, but exercising in a fasted state will. Exercise is done when insulin levels are at the baseline and food is no longer being processed and absorbed is fasted training. My gist of this video is walk more. If you're someone who's never been able to go to the gym, you live an unhealthy lifestyle, just walk more and you'll see a massive change in your body. In terms of getting to 10% body fat, not most people can do it. And in reality, for me to get in my best shape, I've done an average of 25,000 steps each and every single day. I know that isn't very realistic for the average person, but the massive changes that can come in your body and getting closer to that 10% body fat is by you accurately tracking your diet and gradually increasing those steps. And you'll be able to manage that year round. But I'm gonna leave the video here. I hope you did enjoy it. If you wanna pick up the best tasting protein I've had in my life, the best pre-workout, the link is in the description by EHP Labs, and Diamonds 10 will save you some money and that supports me. If you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the editing, leave it with a huge thumbs up. I'll greatly appreciate it. Just bless it and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.